Alright guys, so this is the new project. Picked it up not too long ago. I've been working on it little by little. It's had its little hiccups here and there, but I've been in contact with the last two owners, the actual tuner of the car, for a few years. Don't mind the squeaking behind me. There's a hoopty. But yeah, let me show you around. But like I was saying, it has its hiccups here and there. I've been working on getting her dialed in with the actual tuner of this same car for the past few years of its life. Small little baby turbo for right now. Making some decent power, I would say. Not enough for me, of course. For those who know me know that I like big power cars. But just by the look of it, y'all should know what it is. So today's project is going to consist of a few things. They had it set as a reservoir tank. It might look weird to some people because it's a jug or whatever, but trust me, a lot of race car guys do this. Also, they had a breather valve that of course shoots oil down there, which isn't ideal for me, you know, because I actually like a clean engine bay. As you can see, there's kind of like oily engine bay around. As you can see, this bong is also open. On the high boost, this is gonna squirt oil, and then of course you go back here. This is all kind of like oily already. So I ordered this already. I'm waiting for this in the actual mail now. I bought a catch can for it. Catch can is going to be placed right here. The new reservoir tank that I bought is going to be placed right around this area here. We have some good room to play with. But yeah, she's gonna look better as she goes. Hopefully her story lasts more than a lot of my other cars, because I kind of get sick and tired of cars pretty quick. But I love Talons. This is my third one. Like I said, I'm definitely for it. This one is actually pretty clean. As you can see, I'll try to get some shots outside, but pretty much I like it. It's gonna be a fun little project. I know you guys saw this broken bike back here. A lot of people ask me what that is for. That's off-road go-kart project that I have, a 600cc project. I'm gonna also show you guys that throughout the winter time. Well, I would say fall, I'm gonna start it. Hopefully I start it. Hopefully I'm not too involved with this car at the time, but I'm gonna try to start this project somewhere around the fall. But yeah, stick around. So this is the catch can. Little Gretty catch can. I actually bought it from a dude that has a lot of mutual friends as me. We actually live in the same neighborhood. Figured, you know, we found out. It was pretty funny. But yeah, hopefully this catch can looks pretty good right there. Gonna run those lines all the way over here to this side, and of course my new coolant reservoir will be here pretty soon. Alright, so first we grab this bad boy here. We're gonna remove the back bracket that was made by the previous owner. Of course we gotta remove it because this bolt is a little too long. So then we're gonna pretty much align it onto wherever I want to put it. We're gonna put some markings on it. I'm sorry about the background noise. They're picking up trash around our neighborhood today. But pretty much I'm gonna align this, get it pretty much aligned to the frame with the holes, of course, that you guys see here. Maybe with a marker, maybe just with the drill itself. Once I put this bracket, then I'm gonna attach it secondly. I'm not gonna do everything at the same time, because it's just going to be more difficult. As you can see, there's not that much space. So I'll let you guys know once test's done. Bolt in. So I decided not to use the bracket that was made by the previous owner. I'm actually just gonna bolt this straight through using just the bracket it comes with. Just nice and flush, keep it nice and flush like that. I don't have to deal with this. But pretty much what I'll be using is 2 self-tapping screws and some washers, because self-tapping screws are about as wide as these. This is it. It wouldn't pass by, I would say, but just to be on the safe side. All right, bolt number 2 is in. Now let's test fit the cash can. See how it looks actually mounted on there with the screws. And I'll show you a little video how it looks mounted. Here's a little, I'm not sure if it's focused, but here's a little crush washer and washer action. People don't know how important it is to put washers, especially when you do things like this. There's so many times I've seen cars put together with just screws, no washers, no lock washers, nothing. Lock washer, crush washer, whatever you want to call it. But washers are very important, people. Alright, so she's mounted. A little close. Might be a little too close to the blow off valve, but later on the line now, I'm going to do the piping again. Remove this battery here, relocate it to the back. So this should be fine for now. Also, I do need to have in consideration that I'm putting a 2-liter reservoir tank here, so that's why it's pushed a little bit further back. Now let's finish installing it, as far as putting the hoses on there, the actual filter that goes on top, which is somewhere around this garage. Then I forgot, I also have to run piping from here kind of outwards and put a filter, because with this in the way I can't really put a filter here, and this also gives me no space for a filter. So I'm gonna have to run a piping somewhere, some way, somehow, and then run a filter out here. Okay, now that's installed, next is gonna be getting some new lines to run them from up there down there. Like I said, I know it's a little close to the blow off valve. Hopefully it doesn't make a mess. Let's do a trial and error. Yeah, that's pretty much installed. We'll do oil change next. What else? Pipe and filter there. And of course wait for the reservoir tank, like I keep saying. And hopefully once I do a few little button ups and I see that the car is actually running good, do a nice little engine bay clean up, and then hopefully by my next trip send this out to get painted. I'm gonna surprise y'all with this color. I know it's gonna be one of the first ones ever done on the 1G. I'll surprise y'all. Stay tuned. Only real car guys can understand when a new oil filter is like this, of course, and the old one looks like that. some will understand the struggles. But anyways, for her we use our Rotella 1540. This is actually for diesel trucks, but Rotella is very, very good for certain cars. They work very, very good. They're very good against what I can say, pretty much the viscosity that it loses throughout, you know, higher boost pressures, and you know, of course, more rotating assembly like the turbo, the engine itself. It fights real good against that watery pretty much feel that you get after, you know, a few pools or a few miles of kind of beating on it. So yeah, you guys should check these out, especially if you got a race car. Like I said, not all cars like them, but Subarus like them, DSM like them. I never done it on Honda, honestly. Hondas really don't have too much problems with that. They do on the all motor cars. They do kill the viscosity of the oil, but I've never tried this. Just got here at the AutoZone. About to pick up some parts, a few little small things that AutoZone of course carries, and it does not need to be performance in order to get it. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on the next slide. See ya. So besides the stuff for the catch can and a few other little things that I'm running, one of the things I picked up at AutoZone is these oil pan bolts. This is the old one here, as you can see, short. See the difference here? This one's a little longer and it has a magnetic tip. I will always recommend for you guys to grab one of these, especially if you're, you know, racing the car, beating on the car. It'll let you know a lot about your engine just per oil change. If you see a lot of metal on there every time you have an oil change, depending on the color of the metal and how much of the metal, that'll pretty much give you an indication as far as like, hey, listen, replace your bearings, or there's something else grinding inside your motor. But yeah, this is definitely a good upgrade, always. Alright, so as far as upgrades today, this is as much as I can do for today. Now it's time to go try to clean this engine bay up a little bit, the hood, since it has its a little oil and stuff from, you know, having all open hoses and not having a catch can, and try to enjoy the day. So I'll see you guys in a few. Let's go over to the wash. So yesterday, while taking this turd out for a little test drive, grabbed some E85 for the first time under its own power. Was playing around with a car or whatnot, and I noticed I was losing boost pressure as the drive, you know, got longer and longer. Once I got home, I would say like 30 minutes before I got home, I noticed the car kept shutting off on me. It would turn back on fine, but it would shut off. You got to check engine light. Just, you know, put it back here into the garage, and I decided to check what could potentially be the problem. So now, as you guys can see, I have the fuel route taken out. I have the blow-off valve side charge pipe off. So what I noticed was, let me see if I can get you guys focused in here. See that crack right there? So the intake was cracked because it wasn't making the boost that it should have been making yesterday. I guess the crack just got larger as I did that little drive. And I'm noticing more things. For example, JB Weld. This is not how you do it, man. Listen, my advice to everybody: if you ever build a race car, when you break stuff, especially metal, don't JB weld it. Go get it welded. Those cheap routes around your car is gonna cost you more time and more money. But let me just finish removing this and then we'll take it from there. Have anything to say, sir?
Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button.
Say it a little louder.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button.
Yes, sir.